What would you little maniacs like to do first?
How's it going, everybody? This is Dave from Flicks and Pixels, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video then, I'm going to be talking about one of my favourite comedies of all time. A comedy that was brought to us by John Hughes, who was responsible for many films such as Planes, Trains and Automobiles, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Uncle Buck, Trading Places, Home Alone, amongst many, many others. And that film is Weird Science. Now, if you're not familiar with Weird Science, it was originally released in 1985. It stars Anthony Michael Hall. It stars Kelly LeBrock and the legendary Bill Paxton, who steals the show in this film. He's probably got the worst haircut he's ever had in a film, but his performance in this is fantastic. And every scene that he's in, he just steals the show.
Come back here.
Okay, Whittaker. If you see a lion, let me know.
You spitting this?
The last time I saw this film was probably a few years ago on Blu-ray, and I wasn't that impressed with the Blu-ray. It was certainly a step up from the DVD. However, I expected more from that. So when I saw that this had been released on 4K with HDR, Dolby Vision, and Arrow Video had actually done the transfer onto the format, I decided to purchase it, and it's a limited edition version of Weird Science. Comes with a theatrical cut and the extended cut on there as well. So yeah, what I'm going to do today, I'm going to take you through the unboxing of that limited edition, and then I'll bring you back up top and I'll give you my thoughts on the 4K transfer, the HDR and the Dolby Vision implementation, and how the film holds up today. So come on, let's go and have a look. Right guys, so let's have a look at this Weird Science 4K limited edition from Arrow Video then. Firstly, the artwork. I really like that. It's got like a shine, like a very 80s sort of neon effect going on there. Really like that. And the slipcover's kind of got like almost like a rubberized texture to the slipcover. Really hard to describe. But yeah, I like that artwork. So that's your spine there, and the other side is exactly the same there. On the back, brief description of the film, and then you've got all your special features listed along with your tech specs as well. So if we take this out of the slipcover, you'll see that the artwork is different to this. When you initially open it, the artwork inside the Amray case will be exactly like the slipcover. However, it is reversible, so I've decided to reverse it to this alternative artwork here. So you do that, you've got two different artworks, one on the slipcover and then one in here as well. So we'll just pop the slipcover to one side and then look at the reverse of this. Again, you've got sort of brief description of the film, and you've got your tech specs and your special features there as well. And then on the spine, there you've got Weird Science. So we open this up and we are greeted with, you've got your 4K disc there, which is the artwork, same as the slipcover, and you've got your obligatory Arrow Video leaflet. Don't know what to do with that. Does anybody keep them? What do you do with them? I'll just keep them in there, to be honest. But anyway, we'll stick that to one side, and then you get a nice little booklet here. So that's the artwork on the booklet. Again, same as the slipcover, and then that's your reverse art on the booklet. And what the booklet is, it's just some bits about the cast and the crew, the making of the film, stills from the movie itself. Yeah, just a nice little insight. Yeah, nice little booklet there. And then you also get a poster. So you've got that artwork that I changed inside the Amray case. That is the artwork for that there. And then you flip that over, and yeah, you guessed it, it is the artwork that is on the slipcover. So, nice poster there, and a booklet with the insight of the film. So we'll pop that back in there like that. And I'll pop the Arrow leaflet in there as well. What do you do with them? Let me know in the comments what you do with the leaflets tomorrow. Do you keep them? Do you chuck them? Do you collect them? I just tend to keep them in there, to be honest. So, yeah, we'll close that up. Pop this back in its slipcover there. So, yeah, that is the Arrow Video Limited Edition of Weird Science 4K. So let's go back up top. Let's talk about it. So there we go, guys. That was my unboxing of Weird Science Limited Edition on 4K. And I'm sure you'll agree it's a lovely edition. So how does the film hold up today then? Well, it's great. It really is. It's just as good now as it was back the first time I watched it. And yeah, I loved watching it again. As I said earlier on, it's been a few years since I last saw it. And yeah, I loved every minute of it. It's just a great comedy. It's a great film. And I actually watched it with my eldest son, who's 15, who was watching it for the first time. And he just loved every minute of it. In terms of the 4K transfer itself, very disappointed. I expected more from this. It's not a huge step up from the Blu-ray other than the HDR and Dolby Vision, which I must say was fairly inconsistent all the way through. There are a few select scenes that look like they look like they're in 4K, and the close-up details and the clarity on screen is absolutely exceptional, but they're so few and far between. There are so many inconsistencies with the layer of grain, especially at the start when they get their shorts pulled down when they're in the gym. The grain on that is just, I couldn't believe it, to be honest. And I think being on the 4K transfer, it's going to elevate that grain even more than it would do on the Blu-ray. So overall, I was really disappointed with it. And the sound as well. It sounded dated. I was just really disappointed in the sound. But the 4K transfer overall, the inconsistencies in the HDR and the Dolby Vision, it's hard to explain unless you've already seen this film in 4K. You would have inconsistencies in the brightness, the contrast, even the colour sometimes. So when Lisa's talking to Gary's parents when they meet her for the first time, and the scene switching between Lisa and Gary's dad as they're arguing, every time it went back to Gary's dad, it was like a different colour grading, different contrast, different brightness every single time. It would go dark, then bright, then the colours would be quite muted. And it was pretty much like that all the way through the film. So overall, I'm extremely disappointed with the 4K transfer. And if anybody was thinking about upgrading from the Blu-ray to this, I really wouldn't upgrade. I just don't think it's worth it. I think if you've already got the Blu-ray, keep hold of the Blu-ray. I know that sounds quite controversial. And it hurts me to say it because, as I said, it's one of my favourite comedies from the 80s, one of my favourite John Hughes comedies. And I just think it's a missed opportunity, and they could have done so much more with this. You look at films that were released around about the same time, and even before then, years before then, the transfers that they've done on those films look 10 times better than what this does. And I just think this film deserves better. It deserves a better transfer on the 4K format. If somebody could get it and just get that right, then yeah, it would be a success without a shadow of a doubt, because this transfer just isn't good enough, especially for this film. And the sound, it's just not good. It just looks its age, and it sounds its age as well, which is really disappointing. I expected a lot more from it. We actually watched the extended cut, and I thought, well, maybe it's the extended cut that's got the issue. So I went back and watched the scenes that I noticed this happening in, and it's the same on the theatrical. So it's just the transfer in general. I just don't think there's been enough care and attention put onto this. And I think, as I said, I think it deserves more. So if you have got the Blu-ray, guys, I wouldn't advise upgrading. If you haven't got the Blu-ray and you're upgrading from DVD, yeah, definitely, without a doubt. But I wouldn't upgrade from the Blu-ray, and that is just my opinion. I don't claim to be an expert in pictures. I'm not a TV calibrator in any way, shape or form, or I'm not one of these tech experts that measures every pixel and things like that. I watch a film and I give my opinion on how I feel it looks and how I feel it sounds. It is very subjective. Everybody has got their own opinion, but I think this film deserves much better than what it's got on the 4K format. So that's it then for today, guys. If you have got this edition and you want to share your thoughts, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you think it holds up? Do you think the 4K transfer is worthy of this film? Do you think it deserves better? Just let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. And as I say, if you're looking to pick this up, you've got the DVD. It's definitely worth the upgrade because there is more clarity on there. But if you're upgrading from the Blu-ray, I wouldn't personally, but that's just me. So that's it for today then, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you did like what you saw today, please give the video a thumbs up. It does really mean a lot. And if you would consider subscribing, that would be great as well. And I've got some more videos coming soon. I've got a really, really cool special collector's edition, which I can't wait to show everybody. So yeah, and hopefully I'll see you on my next video. So until next time, I'll see you soon.